He really does care about you. Make him an ally.
Yeah,
Would you go shake Dad's hand, give him a hug? It's gonna be okay. There is hope. We were dispatched to a family disturbance between a father and his teenage son. The 15-year-old son wanted to go to a party with his friends. Dad wanted to go to another family function with him. His dad wanted to kind of keep him reined in and provide some guidance.
Teenagers in this time, they got a lot of friends. The friends that has a little bit things about life. We're trying to teach him to be a good citizen, to be a good neighbor, to be a good person. And then sometimes they cannot live without internet. He's a great boy, he's a good neighbor, he's always helping others, and sometimes, you know, that's the parents, the problem is with technology.
I wasn't prepared for the level of articulation from the teenage son when we got there. He was very concerned about wanting to become more independent. He told us that Dad would sometimes act in a juvenile manner and wouldn't really listen to what his son had to say.
He's always telling me how I don't care about the family, how I just want to be with my friends, which is not true because sometimes I ignore them to go with them. So I just cancel plans out of nowhere to be with them instead. With my mom, we both try to talk it out, but it's hard to do with my dad. Because it's weird. Because you keep trying to tell me something, and I try giving you an answer to the question you gave me. And I can't do it because you keep asking questions and questions and questions. And every time I try to answer them, he's like, stop interrupting me.
Dad wanted to take that role of father figure and show his teenage son that sometimes you have to do things you don't necessarily want to, even though the son was trying to convey to us that, you know, he doesn't really see his dad much because he works so much.
You try to tell me that I'm bad because I don't have time for you. But when I have a time for you, you prefer to be online, playing games or watching videos or doing something else. And this is the reason today, you know, when I make the phone call, that was very hard for me. Sure, because I love him and I don't want to get in trouble. But also, I want to ask for help.
As police officers, we are often faced with difficult decisions, and often we are also tasked with being a mediator in the case between the father and son. They wanted to be heard, but we needed to act as that mediator. When the rest of the world abandons you, you can always count on family. Put that phone down. You have to challenge yourself to get out of that comfort zone, okay? This is a perfect chance to build an incredible relationship with your dad. If you didn't have a great relationship a few years ago, acknowledge that it happened in the past and move forward, okay? He really does care about you. Make him an ally. Put him in your corner. Hopefully we were able to allow them to hear each other, and father and son need to spend more time together and communicate their particular needs and desires as far as what they want from the other. Overall, it was a nice outcome, and it was enjoyable to talk to him.
I heard the TV show going.
I didn't hear it.
I remember the episode of the TV show. You're telling me you didn't hear all the banging, me calling out your first name?
I didn't hear my
I
name.
told you why we were here. We felt it's a donut shop. Cops are supposed to be here. I'm not worried about them, or what?
Sometimes, yeah.
But
I mean,
tonight,
you guys do eat a lot of donuts, man. You gotta say that.